Hello my beautiful friends, I hope you're doing amazing. Today we're going to be doing a versus comparison video of the Pat McGrath Sublime Skin Fetish Sublime Perfection Foundation versus the Lisa Eldridge Seamless Skin Foundation, if that's something you'd be interested in. Hi, if you're new here, my name is Audrey. Thank you so much for being here. Please consider subscribing down below before you leave. We talk about makeup over here, and I have some really exciting stuff planned for the month of December. And let's get into it. Okay, so the reason I look a little flat is because I'm only wearing foundation right now. I went ahead and applied both of these foundations with my Merit foundation brush. Absolutely love this brush for foundation, really great. And I used my little heart-shaped palette to put the foundation on for both, just to keep everything very cohesive, give both foundations the best chance. And I went ahead and first applied the Pat McGrath Sublime Perfection Foundation. This retails for $68. I have the shade Light 3. So it claims to have customizable medium coverage, and I would say it definitely is. You can really build this up, and it continues to look very nice on the skin, at least my skin anyways. And it claims to be hydrating, which I would say that it is. It doesn't feel suffocating at all. I've worn some really heavy-duty matte foundations, very thick, that are suffocating feeling, so it doesn't feel like that. It has a natural finish, which I can definitely say it does. Just a natural skin-like finish. Because it's so fluid-like, it has a very natural finish, and it claims to be long wearing, so we are going to test that out today. And I applied that on my right side, my bar side of my face, and it blended out wonderfully. I did do 2 pumps on the side of my face. I do prefer a little bit more coverage. I have dry skin with redness and acne, and I like my freckles to peek through a little sometimes depending on my mood. But I do have a lot of freckles, and I have texture, so I do like a little bit more full coverage, so I will build up my foundations to reach that coverage. And I love how the Pat McGrath is more buildable. And yeah, so that's what's on this side of my face right now, Pat McGrath. Then I went in with the Lisa Eldridge Seamless Skin Foundation on my left side, the not bar side of my face. This retails for $61, and I have the shade 7. It's a customizable medium coverage, it claims to be, and it is, definitely. I did do 2 pumps on this side of my face as well. Very buildable, very beautiful. It is self-setting, it claims, and I'm not going to put any powder on my face today, so we are going to do a wear test to see if it is self-setting. It claims to blend effortlessly, and it definitely does. I feel like first impression, the Lisa Eldridge for some reason blended a little bit easier than the Pat McGrath. I think because of the consistency, the Lisa Eldridge is a little bit thicker and not as watery. I think it blended into the skin a little better. And it claims to have a skin-like finish. And it definitely does. But nowhere, I couldn't find anywhere that the Lisa Eldridge Seamless Skin Foundation claims to be long wearing. So we are going to do a wear test today, compare these 2 foundations, and see which one wears better. Because, I mean, that's a huge test of a foundation, is how well it wears. I think the colors match really well. The Pat McGrath might be a little bit lighter, but I don't feel like it looks like, you know, a drastic difference. I mean, it could be way more intense. Picking your shades online is hard, even for me. But yeah, first impression, I have been looking in my little mirror because I really want to do a very thorough job. And first impression, it's the only thing that looks super different, which is actually kind of crazy to me. I feel like the Lisa Eldridge side, it just looks a little more blurred than compared to the Pat McGrath. I feel like the Pat McGrath is clinging onto any peach fuzz I may have a little bit more. And my forehead lines, I don't know if you can tell, but Pat McGrath is just like sinking into those forehead lines just a teeny bit more than Lisa Eldridge's. I have pretty deep set forehead lines that I make a lot of facial expressions. I'm very, my face really can just tell what I'm thinking. It kind of gets me in trouble sometimes. But the forehead lines are just a little bit more, my eyebrows a lot, obviously. And so the Pat McGrath Foundation is sinking into them just a little bit more than Lisa Eldridge's. And it'll be interesting to see at the end of the wear test if that's as drastic of a difference or if they're more similar. And yeah, I am going to go ahead and put the rest of my makeup on, and I will be right back. Okay, I'm back and the face is done. The eyeshadow is not, because I am going to be filming that for another video. Super exciting. Stay tuned for that. For concealer, I did apply the Lancome Tint Idol Ultra Wear All Over Concealer and a little bit of my Fenty Bright Fix in Rose Quartz. The shade 215 Buff Neutral is like a little dark for this one. I don't think I'm as dark as I was a couple months ago, maybe a little bit. So I did combine these just under the eyes. Did not set with any powder. I used my Makeup by Mario Soft Sculpt in Light for just bronzer and a little dimension around the face. I used my new Patrick Ta for the face blush. I used the shade She's Baked. Absolutely gorgeous. Oh my, I just got this and I'm so excited to play with those bright colors. I used for highlight the Lisa Eldridge Elevated Glow highlight. This is my go-to highlight. Looks way better than most of my powder highlights, and it just one dab on each cheek and it's gorgeous. And then for brows, I use my Charlotte Tilbury Brow Cheat and Legendary Brows. And then lips are Concrete Minerals Karma. I just wanted to use products that I know work really, really well. Not a ton of new stuff. Some tried and trues. And I did not set with any powder, and I did not use any setting spray. So we will be back in a few hours and we will see if there's any huge differences. So far, they're looking really similar. The products blended really well on top. The only main difference I'm seeing right now is the forehead lines, and we will see if anything changes after the check-in. So I'm gonna go finish my eyeshadow, and I will see you in a few hours for the check-in. All right, I'm back. It has been 8 hours about with this makeup on, and I am tired. My eyes are looking a little crazy, but it's a good thing that's not what this video is about. I already took my falsies off. And I'm ready for bed. So, just to recap, Pat McGrath on this side and Lisa Eldridge on this side. And I was just looking at my face, and before, the forehead lines were like super obvious that Pat McGrath, that it was settling way faster than Lisa Eldridge. Now it looks like everything looks the same. Everything looks like it's been on my face for 8 hours. Both sides of foundation, I really can't tell a huge difference. They look like they've been sitting on my face for 8 hours. They look like foundation that's sunk in, like one with my skin. It's not super obvious. Neither one is showing any more texture than the other one. They're just, I mean, they're extremely similar. I cannot tell a huge difference. Yeah, they look super similar. I think they both are pretty long wearing, actually. They both, I mentioned earlier, Lisa Eldridge doesn't really claim to be long wearing, but they both wore 8 hours on my skin, and I do have dry skin. I have heard that the Pat McGrath at least breaks down pretty fast on oily skin, so there's that. Yeah, I don't have a super clear winner. They both look so similar, if you can see. Yeah, I don't think I have a super clear winner. But yeah, they wear pretty similar on the face. Okay, thank you so much. If you made it to the end of the video, thank you so much. I love and appreciate you. Give this video a thumbs up if you love videos like this, and I will see you in my next one. Bye. Okay. My little heart-shaped what is this called? Palette? Yeah. I have dry skin with I have brows. No. I use my Charlotte Tilbury. 215 is right? Buff neutral. Oh. What? Okay, yeah. I'm gonna go to bed.